Good.
Good morning.
How many of us are here today?
Just the four of us.
Okay, great. Excellent. So, yeah, we're really excited that these networks are really starting to get together at this crucial moment in time. All the energies are coming forth. The Rainbow Bridges, we're here. We're here to help and save the world.
But we wish to save lives and souls.
Totally. Would you care to share a little bit more about where you are and what you're working on?
Right now we're in the Washington, D.C. area, and we're here to...
Specifically at the moment we are in Maryland, a short distance out of a wonderful place called Shady Grove, which we're enjoying because of a folk music song about that. But in any case, at the moment, we are walking down the street so that I'm going to find a place where I can sit down and have my California Sacramento medicine, a little smoke, as we talk to you about freedom and what we're doing with the courts here. And we're also being used as internal affairs to clean up police corruption here in Washington, D.C. We didn't come here for that, but that's just a byproduct of what we're doing.
Nice.
Yeah, we came here to arrest the man behind DAPL with like all the rules of the courts and everything. We have standing and claim and damages and all this stuff. So like, it's all by the book, by the Constitution, and we've had a lot of help along the way. We went to the district court yesterday, and all the we're winning.
Well, what we're doing is, number one, as a veteran, I am an oath taker who is taking an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We have now absolute proof that the greatest enemy of the United States of America are domestic enemies, people that we have elected, and people who are employed in the government from municipal level to state level, to county level, to state level, right up here to the highest level of Washington, D.C. But because of the systemic crime of over 200 years, there's great ignorance on the part of those we've elected and the law enforcement people as to what the supreme law of the land is. So they have a custom. It's just built into their habits of evading the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution, and making legislations and policies that are blatantly unconstitutional and against all of us. But they truly don't know it, even though that's no defense. We are here now to clearly clean up the situation as much as we are possible while we are breathing. Are we on?
Are you still there?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, totally. That's so awesome. So grateful you guys are there. And you were also mentioning that if more people were there in DC, that this would move much faster.
Yes.
Well, we're now walking up the street. It's called Fredericksburg Street. And so what you're hearing around us is the traffic, the flow of water power, bags of water that's in people driving all these cars down this artery as we are relating to you on this wonderful prosthesis of electronic communication. I can only say, what a wonderful day.
Yeah, what we're doing, I mean, we're doing all kinds of jobs right now. We're doing inspector generals, advocates of spiritual law, constitutional lawyers, attorney generals, and we're also doing lobbying. So the most help would be if we had other people here to lobby with us. Like, we're doing tremendous damage. It's just two of us.
Well, the importance of what we're doing is to empower you and everyone else to know the full power of citizenship in the United States of America. You see, we are, by the Constitution, actually the government. And all these other people are agents of us. And we have a responsibility of seeing that they actually toe the line. We cannot expect them to do it without our input. So each one of us have great power, but we have not been educated and raised to know it or know how to use it. At the moment, for example, we are with you physically. John and I are together at this moment, and remotely we are related to you and many others. And all of that is for the purpose of setting men free. Freedom is the issue on everything we're doing.
Yeah, once Donald Trump confesses, we'll let him go. When he's going up, you know, the whole downstream effects of this are enormous. And we got him. We got the goods on him completely, and by the rules. So anyone who's stopping us they're breaking the law. And there are more good men and women in the system than there are bad. And we're finding them. They're helping us.
But unfortunately, they are being directed by spiritual wickedness in high places. There are people that are in high decision-making places that are making consciously evil decisions concerning all of us. And that's what we are focusing on here.
And we're having fun doing it. So we're asking others to
Wow.
we're having a blast. We're getting ready to get an office building to open up our law firm. So we're making a call out for anyone to start coming in and help, you know, sow the seeds. We have a brother here. Now we're a 3-man operation. Our other brother's coming into town with us this week, and he's been doing a lot of work.
Sky Eagle.
Yeah, Sky Eagle, a lot of work with internal affairs and police, and he's been living in D.C. for a decade now, and he's been showing us like how to get past.
Concerned with the rights of children and corruption in police is what he's on.
Yeah, and so he's working on getting us an office building right now, and we're making out a call for others to come join us and just get this done. Because Danny Boy and I have been to every level of government. We were outside the Department of Justice yesterday hooting around, and like they all know who we are and what we're doing, and we're not being stopped because they can't stop us. We're doing this by the rules.
Unless they kill us,
Yeah,
that's the only choice.
That's the only choice is to kill us, like blatantly in front of the court, steps of the Supreme Court, you know. So, and most of these guys, they're just following orders, and the ones who are in charge, they have to come get their hands dirty, and they're not going to.
They're hiding.
They're hiding. They're cowards. They're afraid of us. When we go to the Congress buildings, the Senate buildings, they're trying to intimidate us by having a big gang of police outside with machine guns and stuff as soon as we walk out. And we're just walk past them singing and dancing, and they can't do anything. And we say thank you, officers, for protecting the streets and whatever. They don't know why they were called out to be there because their bosses are telling them that we're threats.
Hey, I think we should sit down right here. This looks like a good spot.
Wow.
So we're encouraging others to come have fun with us.
That's amazing. And how do people contact you guys?
Facebook or my cell phone number.
Give them.
Yeah. I'll text you my
And
number.
Okay. And also we have your own channel in the Slack as well, and Water Protectors Unite.
Yeah. And we're hoping. Yeah, I was really excited when you invited us to that group. I gave you the lighter. So we've also
I hope it's
we've also been just laying on public roads and just like, you know, being natural wherever we go. So right now we're in the middle, just laying on the ground in the middle of the sidewalk, and no one comes and bothers us. Because everything we do is completely legal, lawful. And when they try to stop us, they're actually breaking the law. And we encourage, like, when we were hanging out at the Water Protectors, a lot of them are so afraid of the cops and stuff. And the truth is that most of them are actually our friends. They're just ignorant. They just don't know that they can help us. Or they think they've been programmed to think that we're being criminals, and we're actually just like we're being tried and true Americans right now, smoking pot on the grass outside in public.
I'm praising God. Everything we're doing is an act of thanksgiving because we are experiencing extreme grace and mercy.
So where are you located? So you said you're in Virginia?
Yeah, I'm in Virginia, and then Doran is in LA.
We're in Maryland at the moment.
I know, I'm really close to you.
Yeah, we're planning to make some big actions on Monday. If you want to care and join us, we have 3 men going in on Monday. We have to do a lot of official business. We're preparing documents, and we're getting escorted by the police. So I've been like hooting around the Supreme Court, like being a victim and a witness to the crime of violation of oath of office and mail tampering and treason. Yeah, and so we're really pressuring the cops to I'm sticking the cops on each other, and it's working.
It's wonderful. God, we are just being blessed with every step.
So now it's a matter of if we had a sister around with a couple of these crazy men, it would really make us look more legit.
Well, yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. You guys keep the humor. I really appreciate your videos that you're sharing too.
Do you have anybody you know in DC you can connect us in with?
I was just thinking we're gonna need to put the word out. I'm sure there are some, obviously, but I can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
Step by step, each one of us is having our memory restored as to what is the most immediate, necessary, and effective.
Yeah, and just getting the Supreme Court and this case through, because with help, we'll just end DAPL.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the whole petroleum and banking fraud is what we have to end. The whole damn big snake, not just DAPL, just a little piece of it.
Yeah, it's very true. Actually working on a seed right now. Once people realize that we can start using the blockchain applications like Bitcoin and Ethereum and such other cryptos, then it's really silly. I mean, you can't even really turn all of your coins into a bank. That you have to do like a Coinstar now, and you can't even, you lose money just by turning in your money. you know.
Racket. So I've been personally telling anyone who talks about DAPL or having trees right now is that to imagine the downstream effects of arresting Donald Trump. Everything gets fixed, the money, because he has to confess in court if he wants to get his mercy of being free. He has to confess. And so, on the record from a live audience,
Are you on now?
Yeah. And so, yeah, we're encouraging other ones and that also ends DAPL too immediately, because he's in connection with Kelsey Warren. You ask anyone who DAPL is, the answer is Kelsey Warren.
That's right.
And he's on our list of the
treasonous conspirators.
Yeah.
Good.
So he's the CEO of Energy Transfers.
Right.
Most water protectors I know don't even know who DAPL is.
Basically, what we're afraid of is everybody has some degree of fear, primarily losing their economic status, their political status, and whatever degree that they have been compromising their knowledge of right and wrong in their own lives. The actual snake is within all of us. There's a battle going on between every one of us as human beings, between the spirit and the flesh. Now, at the moment, John and I, John being a Stoic, that's a Greek system, and I being a disciple of Jesus, have both forsaken our families, our lives, our everything to be doing this, so that we have nothing to fear. Everybody's going to die, so nobody can scare us by threatening to kill us. But what we need to do, and what we are doing, is attempting to wake everyone up that there is no invisible they to threaten you. That they is in your own mind.
Government, men, means mind. Control the mind.
Yes.
We've been hanging out with these highest government officials, and like most of the awakened people I met at Standing Rock are like miles above these guys.
Way above. The point, our example at Standing Rock, we had no poor people. We might have had a few poor attitudes, but we have the ability to create unlimited economic and energy independence for every jurisdiction. We have the knowledge, the ability, and the technology to share the best of everything everywhere, with people able to have it homegrown. Starting with the medicine that I'm smoking, it is essential that this spring, right now, every single person get the best marijuana seeds they can get and put water on it for the rest of the year. Simply do that. Nobody has a right to trespass against this God-given right. With that, everyone in the world that is able to hear what you and I are hearing and seeing at this moment will be able to set themselves and their neighbors immediately free from the international snake that is called international trade. We do not need to trade anything anymore but love and fellowship and kindness with each other as we travel the world. But we don't need any more landfills. We can now recycle all the junk we have. We have the knowledge and the wisdom to share both.
Yeah, and arresting Donald Trump is the start of all this.
Yes.
So lobbying the Congress, and we met with a congressman of North Dakota, Senator Kramer. He is the enemy. He votes for DAPL.
The greatest enemy is right here in America.
Yeah, right here.
The people we vote for, the people whose salaries we pay for, and the taxes that we pay don't pay for anything we have. All our taxes go out of the country to Puerto Rico to manage the international fund that is being collected by the Crown of England and people in Rome and other places. Absentee landlords are running the world using a criminal syndicate called the Federal Reserve Bank that has absolutely nothing to do with our country or our Constitution. In fact, our Congress had to violate the law by giving a third party the power to mint our money, because that's what they're doing. They're just endlessly entering paper. There's no trillions of dollars of anything to pay for anything, and anything that exists is already paid for by the labor that did it. We do not have to pay any past mortgages. It's time for Jubilee. End all debt. Start brand new. You own wherever your butt is.
Trump, confess. Tell everyone.
Right.
We can all have world peace.
And this knowledge needs to be known fast.
Definitely.
It's in deep trouble based on the way we're going. And it cannot go any better unless you and I and those that can hear and see us do something now. There is immediate danger to all humanity.
Immediate. Like
You're reminding.
We have the technology to fix this up, and like 8 years and we're gone. It's happening. It's real. And so we need everyone to wake up now, ASAP.
It's true. You're reminding me too of Distance's. She has the petition, and she has a lot of information about how we can house everybody for free.
Yep.
And
her part of our law, we tacked on one of her
the truth shall make us free.
She's been helping us with this case. A big part of it is her class action, because we're telling everyone here that we're not just two men. It's like a huge class action right behind us, and so we're cutting the red tape for everyone. Like as soon as Danny Boy's case gets there, then everyone else can do the same exact thing. Because everyone who was arrested, they have the same complaints and damages, and they need immediate addressing. Because right now, the way distance is doing it, it's going to take months and months and months. Once Danny Boy gets this thing,
we're going to get a place at least 700 people can live and meet together.
Yeah, they can get their case addressed immediately. They have to, because the judges are here in D.C. at the Supreme Law.
Wow.
They make a decision right then and there on like the grievances instead of all the litigation. However, what this is doing is helping a lot because it gets us past the red tape when someone says you don't have the papers and documents. You're like, go, boom, here, go to this website. And this website's excellent.
Yeah, it's totally. I mean, Distance's website is wildwillpower.com, and there's the petition on there, and she has all sorts of amazing resources, legal class actions, as well as, you know, what Danny Boy was talking about is really, I mean, you guys are right. Like, this is like the core, you know, you're really addressing some core issues here. But the you know, it extends really to really everything in our daily lives, you know, so just tapping into like the, you know, and also just tapping into like sharing love, you know, and that's also something we're working on for this tour because it's the 50th anniversary of the Summer of Love from '67.
Love is what we got. That's our inside thing.
Yeah. What if I told you there's only one law? Love each other.
That's it.
And if you don't love each other, you break the law.
Amen. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's really the law. Love each other. And anything else that is not loving each other is breaking the law. And like we all break the law every day.
With every lie that we think is a little white lie and necessary.
Mm-hmm.
We deceive ourselves regularly and stay into underworld politics. It's really underwear politics.
There's a lot of fear out there about how scary the cops and special agents are, and like you're more savage than any one from our online stuff than any sister I met here. They're more afraid of us. They're terrified of us. We're here cutting the bullshit. So
they don't want life. They like to live in the darkness.
Yeah, they're like robots. When we're walking, like they're sleeping. We're walking through them. They're all like they're in their Barbie and Ken suits. They all look the same.
Yeah.
And we come in like a bunch of clowns
Well, we are clowns. We are clowns because without humor, nobody will listen to it. And we're trying to add music also. We are adding music.
Yeah,
we're not trying to do anything. We are doing what we came here to do.
Anyone who's listening, we're coming to the Supreme Court with police escorts.
Yes.
And come in.
Yes.
For our witness in crime of mail tampering.
We have a custom rock and roll guitar player who's going to play the Star Spangled Banner when we get there in the Monday morning. I mean, this is Thunderbird Boogie is really happening.
Thunderbird Boogie.
I love it. I love like your channel name and everything. Can you share a little bit about that police agency that you went into and it was empty?
Yeah. Okay. So I've been calling 911 like every time I see a crime. So the first one we went to was the Park Police.
Yes.
Because the mail we wanted to give it to was Chief McLean. Danny Boy did the research. He's the man who has the power to do this. George Washington set up the National Park Police with the power, had the greatest power of the law of the land. Like,
and they already are right there with the president.
Yeah.
He's already in their hands.
So we were trying to tell their officer, their chief, like, yo, arrest the president. And so we went there, and the building was empty.
Yeah.
And the phones didn't work, and it said, like, official business only. And we were there on official business. And I went to the phone, and it said emergencies call. And so I called, and it went to a police dispatcher. And we're like, hey, we're here for an emergency. And we called, and two Marines came, police officers, and we gave them the paperwork, the federal arrest warrant, and the Supreme Court case. And that was it. And then, they said they would give it to they would put it in the mailing system.
It's great theater. We're talking to you, but we are also broadcasting on the best interactive electronics in the world. Russians, Americans, Israelis, Chinese are listening to you and I right now.
They know who we are.
Yeah, everybody knows. We cannot hide.
We can't. We're here to arrest Donald Trump. There's no hiding. We have to be loud.
And he wants to know who's accusing him. Now he has to face me and him eyeball to eyeball. That is the right of every American who's been damaged and who has been accused. So we've been damaged and he's accused by me, Daniel Panchitegi, Danny Boy from San Francisco, California. This bear and this owl come here to cut some red tape.
And we've been roughing it, man. When we first got here, we slept in the bushes.
The first night, one block from the Capitol.
We haven't had money in 4 days, and we're not having it for 3 more days because we have a hold on our bank account. So, and as part of our story too, everyone knows we're homeless.
Yeah. But the great thing about it is every day we do, he and I every day mutually witness actual, completely improbable, unpredictable miracles to keep us going. Because the people that we are fighting are the richest, most murderous people on earth. And they do not think anything about wiping out one person, 200 or 12,000 or millions. They think nothing of it and are doing it and want to keep doing it. And DAPL is part of that deadly network, no doubt about it. It's real treason. It's really important to get something so that we who are on earth do not starve and strangle and mess each other up because of what they are doing and hypnotizing us to follow the least one, the one with a smile. We've met so many men already, but the only ones around here smiling are the ones that are on the government payroll. Everybody around here, we can see they're stressed and they're hurt.
Yeah, and they're the ones who have the power. So I'm ready to make flyers for anyone else who joins us to hand to the police that just gives them a really quick, smart thing about the law. Because the reason is they just don't know. They have so much power. All these cops. The truth is, any officer who made an oath has the power to arrest president.
Right.
Any officer, or even the congressman, the Senate, the lawyers.
Any of us, it takes 2 people, John and I, for example, to prosecute anybody for treason. That means to get them before an actual court. It doesn't mean that we will prevail even. But every one of us have a right to be heard when we are being damaged by somebody else.
No delay, and that's the truth of the court.
And it's immediate right,
they should
right
work
now.
Immediately. We come in, we're like, hey, we're 2 people, victims of a crime, help us. And they're supposed to help us right then and there. Because of systematic ignorance and programming and social engineering, they don't know how powerful they are. And so the ones who are good are really helping us out because they know.
Every delay that is made by somebody who has the power to move things forward is a crime against everybody and leads to way more damage than it. We are being damaged every day by being out here.
By the mail fraud in the Supreme Court.
Yes.
I'm being damaged.
But without elaboration on that, not only we, everybody that has been evicted from Sandy Rock, which was a model for the whole world of caring and sharing. We had no poor people. There doesn't ever have to be poor people in North Dakota or the entire United States. Right here in Washington, D.C., there are more empty bedrooms than there are homeless people by far.
Yes.
There is no excuse to limit the population to being wage slaves and rent slaves.
Yes.
We must declare and demonstrate Jubilee. All debts are off. Nobody owes anybody anything. Your house is already built and paid for. The road is already in and paid for by the labors of the people who have done it. Now we have a brand new ball game that is based on we who are alive at this moment on all dimensions and now have the power to share the best of everything with everybody in the world without some anal retentive person trying to tell us we're going to run out of unlimited God's energy. They don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Anal retentive, that's a nice word of saying it. I won't go into the other words.
Seriously, those guys are everywhere.
But it's just greed, the love of money, and which is just love of paper that pretends that you are wealthy. But your wealth is you. The body you're living in is the temple of God, male or female, to live forever. but we are surrounded by believing in the material realm. The spiritual realm comes first. You have a thought in your head that's invisible to the world until your tongue wags. And that is with all spiritual things. That which we see is evidence of what our Creator is always doing.
Keep Donald Trump's arrest in your thoughts so we can manifest this together. Because we're winning. Because we get more and more friends like you that are connecting in now. Because they're seeing. We're winning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
here we are in Maryland. In D.C. In D.C., recreational marijuana and medical are both legal. They're not here in Maryland, according to the paper. Love is still here. I can still find people all over the state where I can smoke pot with.
We spoke to the kid on the street.
But they have a small slaw that is not love. That is how we know it's false, because there's no love in it. There's prohibition.
Yeah.
And that's where all of it is.
Wow.
God. Right now, I can only pray and thank you, because I do know that literally thousands, if not millions, are already hearing what you and I are saying to each other. And it's only various people at switchboards. And by the way, it's mostly women that are at those switchboards. That behind all the computers, there's hardly any males that even see the computer analysis from Stanford and everywhere else where they're testing my emotions and yours, where I am and where you are, because we are here according to quantum physics and accurately live and broadcasting. This is quantum theology in practice.
Yeah, we're practicing it. Like, I'm telling anyone who's awake that we're in a race right now. We're winning the spiritual war on all fronts. Colorado just got some unprecedented bans. And even the senator we saw, his state Sheriff Kyle Kirchmeier asked them to bring their police force in. And he was like, we're calling them back in. And so we're winning, and the bank's being defunded. And so we're just here being Excalibur.
Shell Oil Company has already, Shell Oil Company just last week has already pulled out on these stupid properties that they are getting as being an unprofitable thing. It's absolutely unnecessary. It's all there to perpetuate false banking and a false record on any court of claims. All of it. There's no need for another oil well, man. We have too many of them. There's definitely no need for one more pound of uranium, because we have no use for it. We don't do anything for it. Atomic plants only boil water with it. The byproduct is the deadly product called plutonium, which we're selling. So it's only greed. There is absolutely no health or safety in any of our mining industries. What you dig out of your own property is one thing, but when you bring in all these big machines and these absentee contractors, you invited Satan, man. Satan is the one who wants to loan to you something and have you pawn your wife, your children, your land, and your future.
Usury. This is the crime of usury, and this is sin. Whoever's listening, hallelujah.
We have about 6 minutes left, but somebody made a good point on a video I was watching the other day, yeah, we only need like, I don't know what the numbers were, but maybe it was like 3 billion to end world hunger, right? But like, think of our military budget, and it's just so, it's like 16, 17 billion dollars. Nobody wants to fight the country that is helping to eradicate world hunger. But, you know, if people are threatened because we're bombing other places in the world, yeah, of course, we are creating more terror and more fear and more issues in the world.
Are the people that are making the policies of the United States of America today are the most dangerous people in the world. And it is, but we don't have to keep talking about them. They're killing people at the moment. They do not intend to stop. But you and I, if we will not warn them and actually take the stand, are guilty of the crimes they're committing, because we are still traveling around their lying snake. We, each one of us, have to be willing to be off the grid, independent, producing our own food and protein, which we at Standing Rock were and can do. And it's now springtime. And if you spread the message of everybody, wherever they are, to plant seeds, and particularly cannabis seeds, because there is hundreds, thousands of necessary uses for this plant. So no matter how much everybody's growing, we still will not have enough. Everything that is made from petroleum, every plastic, can be made from our plant. We can be totally, in every jurisdiction that plants seeds today, be economically independent wherever we are in the world by harvest season. That is an absolute doable fact that I'm talking about. Putting water on the seeds, which is the very word. We don't have to speculate on anything. We already got the best of everything and can share it.
Water is life.
Yeah.
And we can continue this conversation later too, but that is part of the movement, and it's actually part of my vision that came through even before I went to Standing Rock in October. I just was able to see how the whole movement is going to be powered by flowers.
Oh,
we have a bunch of winners.
Yeah, we all came out there to win, and so we're still here. We're winning we're killing the black snake.
I came here like Julius Caesar. Veni, vidi, vici.
Make our day.
Yeah.
We're here.
Come on, baby. We love you.
Yeah.
The more enemies they have, the more people we have to love.
Donald Trump, I love you. Thank you for awakening the world. However, everyone, he is not our president because of treason, and this is a crime.
Totally. Doran, is there anything you wanted to say?
I want to say thank you, everyone.
Yeah, love you. We're having fun.
Yes.
I'm 79 years old. I had my birthday the day we arrived here, March 5th.
Aww.
I have never had such a glorious day as this moment, because I know that we got them where we want them.
Got them. Okay. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you. We're going to see if Doran has something to say. He's the one who's kind of hosting this show right now.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. This has been so fun. Like, I'm going to share this with hundreds of thousands of people in all the Standing Rock groups. And then I'll even join some Washington, D.C. area groups in order to plant this seed over there to get more support you guys there and what you're doing.
Thank you.
Amen, brother. God bless you. Does love really work? And we got been out the prosthesis. We are using the most powerful, more than your eyeglasses or hearing aids. Now we got this interactive global thing happening. That's why I gotta call it Thunderbird Boogie, because jazz is all about improvisation. Poetry and jazz. I'm a beatnik, actually, a young beat, because when I was a young beatnik, because they were World War II guys, and I was between the Korean War and the Vietnam War. But it was beatniks that pointed out to me the road of freedom, of improvisation for the artists. Actors, orchestra, chorus, and dancers. That's what we're looking for in our world. Our worker-owned cooperative that is Thunderbird Boogie.
Yeah, you are now part of Thunderbird Boogie, and when we have victory, like we're going to be the richest men in the world. We're also bounty hunters for the U.S. Treasury.
And I'm acting as the surviving staff member of the San Francisco Oracle, the worker-owned cooperative, to produce this globally as we are doing right now already.
Thunderbird Boogie is live broadcasting musical. We arrest Donald Trump for treason.
You should hear this.
How about we schedule a big party? You guys want to do a big party? Just tell me the date and the location. I'll promote it.
My birthday is April 22nd.
Okay.
Also Earth Day. Earth Day. So MC Owl's Earth Day hootenanny. I want to be the president when Donald Trump is arrested.